Welcome to eSeniors. This is the stream for our ACC GT3 Championship. It's the 24 race championship. We are racing all 24 races, or all 24 tracks rather, at with ACC, and it's taking the whole year. I think the last is December 13. So we do this every second Saturday, and every second Saturday then we have a fun race which anyone can participate in. But let's look at the standings. So this is race number 9, and the 8 races so far have yielded, in the bronze class, Mike Mileski in the lead, 305 points. We have Sikre Frank, 280 points. Jobe Kavak, 251 points. And Arthur Castengay is 167 points. So this is after 8. So yeah, 1/3, right? If we do 24 races. Okay, let's look at the silver group. Sebastian Brunier have really dominated here with 335 points, have won all but one race. Andrew Ambro, great effort here, 265 in P2. Terry Trowbridge, 261 points. Brian Banks, 230. Daniel Britos, 210 points. And now we look at the platinum, and there we have another big contender to this championship for platinum, Mr. Chris Bourne, 336 points, have won all races that he has participated in. Steve Young, Sky 194, second place 286. And we have Stuart Packham, 260 points in third place. Derek Bird, fourth place, 247. And Mish Pornoff, 226 points. How about that? Let's get over on the track. And there we are. So the 15-minute qualifying have started. And I get the notice here that Andrew Ambro unfortunately will not be able to race today. He's stuck in traffic. Isn't that horrible? That's no fun at all. And I'm just looking for a graphic I wanted to show. No, I don't see that here. Not little changes. We are not using ACC TV, which was our broadcast software. We are going back to Race Control, that is free, to give some relief to our budget for eSeniors that is a little strained. If you want to participate or to ensure that we have the funds to keep everything running, don't hesitate to go over to our website, eSeniorsGT3Championship.com, and provide a donation, little or small, does not matter. Anything helps. We'll see here when the first cars start to clock some time. Right now we're following Stuart Packham. So forgive me if I'm doing some, I'm a little bit not so used to this interface we're using right now, but I think it's gonna go all right. We have 20 cars on track. The red markers on the numbers are the bronze drivers. Then we have the silver, that's the silver color, and white is the platinum driver. And all this is managed by the admins when you sign in, to slot you into the one and give you the right kind of hand punch in your, if you're platinum or bronze or silver, and that gives you the right color on the leaderboard there. So that's important. Let me know if you need more audio in there on the race. I can fix that if needed. If you don't hear the cars enough, maybe I'm looking at the meter there, and I think I'm going to push that up a little bit. Let me put up the gain a little bit. All right, it might get really loud when we go inside the car here. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. This camera is always a little bit low, so. Anyway, give me some feedback if everything, if you can hear everything. Let me start to go over to some drivers now. Steve Young currently in the lead here in qualifying to 0.8. He is about half a second ahead of Chris Bourne that drives the CBO Ferrari. We have Terry Trowbridge here. He's 70 plus Racing. That's his team name there. P3. Stuart Packham is P4, or I'm sorry, P5 right now. See down the field who we have. Mileski is out driving, so he got his stuff together. I know he did some little racing event at the Audi dealer, and he put his rig up there, which was pretty cool. So I hope that went well. Maybe we'll get an update next time. All right, Steve Young, he's up 0.3 right now from his best time. Let's see what he can do here as he comes in on the last turn. And there is 2:05. Chris Bourne is up a little bit, but not enough to challenge. Just starting a new lap. Paulo Nova, we haven't seen him, or I haven't seen Paulo for a while. Paulo is from Portugal. He went wide there, so that disqualified his run. Peter David, just about 8 minutes remaining. Peter David is improving his time from his last race. Let's stay with him. Good looking car, I'll say. And let's see where he goes in P10. He didn't improve. Ritos been with us for quite a while from Sebastian Brunier fan club have arrived. All right. Oh, as we see Ritos going wide there. Yeah, we have Brunier's fan club, so let's look at him for a little bit. Brunier is the undisputed silver leader, so he is abandoning his race there, or his lap rather. Chris Bourne, he is still 4/10 after Young, and he goes off there. Maybe it's time now to change tires. Let's go on the inside. All of Stuart Packham. The only Lamborghini in the field. Stuart have been pretty successful with this car. And I think he's driving it in LMU2, if I remember correctly. All right, Stewart in P6. Let's see who is on a good run. We haven't looked at Caballero. Where did he go? There he is. Coming down the mountain. Always exciting to see. All right, another one rooting for Seb. Great to hear, guys, that you're here supporting. We're in the car of Hugo Caballero right now. Looks like the top drivers are still holding. I'm sure we're gonna see next season, we're gonna see Sebastian in the Platinum group. He is a little bit too fast for the silver. Here comes the Crown Royal, I think it is. Yeah, it's the Crown Royal. Joby Kavak's car. So there's bound to be some drama on the mountain. That always happens. We haven't looked at Kevin Torrance. He's our resident Kiwi. Up early to do these races. And here's Mr. Sikre from France. Coming down the mountain, currently in P15, but topping his bronze group. Mike Milewski is the leader of the bronze. Need to get a good result so he doesn't get the other guys too close. So we hear some insights here from the chat that Seb is a master setup builder. It's interesting. All right, let's see what Chris Bourne can do. Coming down from the mountain. We also see Ponov, but okay. Looked like okay here. Ponov went in over the line here as we were looking at Chris Bourne, and he actually took in P2 right now in Platinum. Ponov up challenging, so that will be interesting. But Chris Bourne is still half a second behind the leader. Yeah, I expect that Seb will dominate here when it comes to the silver group. He sits deep into the platinum. Someone else, that's Alex. We haven't looked at him, but he's not on the track. Here's Peter Nilsson from Sweden. Coming down the mountain. All of these shortcuts are a little jumbled, so I'm trying to find which one is the interior for the driver. Can't really get the driver view for some reason, but this is good enough. Yeah, Trowbridge. always a contender. Right now he's second place here in the silver qualifications. And Peter is not up on his time. He's actually on an invalid lap. How about Maleski? He's up half a second at this moment. Can he maintain that? That would probably get him in front of Secret Franc. We'll see. Good run here by Maleski. Is he going to push himself ahead? Yes. So there we go. Maleski is in pole position right now, where we have 35 seconds. So pole position for Mike Maleski in silver right now. Brunier, I think he's pretty comfortable there. 1:2:01.6, and we have Trowbridge in silver. And he's up on the run here, but he is behind. Yeah, I'm glad you're excited for. There goes Mr. Steve Young. Yeah, excited for Bathurst. I don't think there's anyone out there running. Yeah, we have Hutchin. He has a steep mountain to climb, no pun intended there, to get to Packham. But we'll see. He's up 2/10 right now. He needs to carve out, I'd say, 8/10 to be able to get ahead of Packham. I doubt that will happen. And we have a full formation lap, so that will take a little time. Yeah, we won't see an advance there. Let's see, Bourne is still driving. Where is he? Okay, he has to finish this off. Yeah, that will not make any difference. So Steve Young, pole there for Platinum. But Ponov had the fastest first sector and fastest third sector. Isn't that interesting? All right, let's look at the track. Mount Panorama track. I know there's an error in this on the long straight. But we can look at this. It's an interesting track. I mean, normally it is a public road. And a friend of mine actually drove this one. So the cutting, that is where we're coming up the mountain. And then going through McPhillamy Park. And here is the skyline, the dipper. And then we're turning this difficult elbow where you want to maximize. And this label is incorrect. This is Hanger Straight. I think it's Conroe Straight. And then the chase and coming down to Murray's Corner. And that is a full lap of Bathurst. So yeah, we take a little pause here. If you're new to eSeniors, we are a group of drivers that are 50 years and older. And we race ACC and we race LMU as well. We have this race, which is all the 24 tracks of ACC covering the whole year, every second Saturday. The Saturday where we don't race the championship for ACC, we have a fun race where we have some ballast on the cars to try to compress the field as much as possible. So that's pretty exciting. So that's a race that's open for anyone that is has signed into our Discord. And then we have a LMU race on Fridays and a ACC sprint race on Mondays. So a lot to choose from. And then during the week you have the ACC server open for practice, and we have the current track on there. So yeah, if you have any questions, just put it on there on the chat, and I'll try to answer whatever it may be. Just about time to see the cars rolling. I'll go through the names. There we go. Let's see here. This is Steve Young in the pole position for the Platinum Group. Konov, second place for the Platinum Group. Then we have Chris Bourne. Then we have Paulo Nova from Portugal. And then we have Sebastian Brunier from Holland. He's the pole sitter and also the undisputed leader of the Silver Group. Then Stuart Packham in his Lambo here for the Platinum. And Hutchin, P7 of the total, and Trowbridge P2 in the setup here for silver. Britos Range P3 in the running here as we start for silver. And Paula Alex, this is cool livery here with which is a real world livery, and he is in the Platinum Group. Then we go down the silver. Peter David, good looking livery there. Oh, I'm sorry, here's Banks, Nilsson, Caballero, and Kevin Torrance. And behind here we have the Mereski in the bronze, pole sitter for bronze. Sikre, it's also cool livery. And Colom, Richard Colom. And then we have Joe Bekavak. Shannon sits in the pits, unknown why. That's him, not moving. All right. On the way down the mountain. Hey James, welcome to the stream. Everyone, if you go to the video or to the like button right now, that would be super nice. If you could press the like button, that would be nice. So the algorithm gods will put us on the feed for various people. get to see some new drivers perhaps that joins us in the race. Here we go, the procession down the long straight. And we see the spectators there, excited, ready to go. And I want to mention that this is powered by Syndeo and Refertech that help out to keep the lights on. Like has been pressed. That's awesome. James, please everyone do it. Here we go. Coming up in formation. Yeah, Bathurst is a really cool race. There's a lot of things that can happen. And you have to remember that your tires are not completely up to temp. As you go up the mountain, it's super easy to oversteer as you come up there. So let's see, here is the start. And there's the start. Sky gets a good start. Behind him is Panov. Then we have Born. Then we have Novan, Brunier. Panning down a little bit here to see what's happening in the back. Seems things are going pretty well. Kavak losing a little bit. Packham up one position on Brunier. Brunier got a bad start, unfortunately. Sky has Panov right behind him. Behind Panov we have Mr. Bourne. Brunier have Hutchin behind, not for position. Nilsson passing Banks. A little concertina effect there. Good start here, no calamities. Good start. Steve Young is off to the races. Paolo Alex, easy to spot there. He's just trailing behind Trowbridge. That is not for position. Alex did not get a good qualifying. Hutchins sits in between Trowbridge and Brunier. And then we have Packham in P5. Let's see how we're doing down here. Column. Bikabak. And then we have Meleski making a challenge here on Sikre. Let's see if he can do something on the straight. There comes Mike. Will that stick? No. He's tucking in behind. Bikabak behind. Oh, something happened with Chris Bourne. Ouch. Was that a contact? Let's see a replay. Something happened here. Oh, something happened. I can't say if that was a contact or not. We had also a contact further back here. Yeah, someone went off. It's hard to see. But clear is that something happened. Chris Bourne is way back. The exciting thing is that we're gonna see him race up the field then, because that he will do. So far, Nova is up one position, Packham 2, Alex 2, Nilsson 2, Chris lost 12 positions, so that's troublesome. This is a 50-minute race, so we're gonna have a pit stop, probably gonna stay pit stops around. 25 minutes, halfway normally. Ah, okay, yeah, no, yeah, it looked like he was just sliding off there, and wasn't hit from behind, so that's good to hear. So far, very little has happened as part of race control. I think there was a little contact early in the start between two cars which were not on the same group. I think that was further back. Torrance and Sikre had a contact. All right, let's look at the field now. So here we have, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't put up the, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, Steve Young. Pornoff have the fastest lap though, interesting, but he's a little bit further back. Is Pornoff. And behind Pornoff we have Paulo Nova. Mish Pornoff in his Mustang. We could see Steve Young just behind there, behind the corner. All right, thanks for joining. See, one of our spectators gonna leave. I'm gonna take a little swig of my drink here while we watch Mirsch go down the field here. All right, so this is the leader then in the silver group. Looks comfortable there, I'd say. He has Packham in front of him, not for position. Behind him we have Hudson, that is not for position. However, we have Trowbridge, half a second behind Hudson, and this is something that Trowbridge wants to pass. He wants to get past Hudson so he can start to chase down Sebastian. We'll keep an eye on his progress. Here we have Paulo Alex in the silver, P8 in the total, but if we remove the two silvers, he sits in P6 in the total. All right, so behind Alex, we have Britos, P3 in the silver at the moment, from Argentina. One of the drivers that's been with us for a long time. Good to see. Here's the view as we're coming down on the long straight. Got alerted to this situation where we have Mike Maleski now behind Sikre, trying to chase him down. Steve Young now have the fastest lap, 2:014. Chris Bourne is working himself up the field, 11 of the total, just past Peter Nilsson. A little fight here between, oh, Banks goes into the pits, unknown why. Continue to follow Mike. Oh, a little slide there by Sikre. Yeah, Mike Milewski is gaining. Looking a little bit on the inside here, put some pressure. Coming up, it's really hard to do any type of passing here on the mountain. So the trick is to find, just stay close and try and maximize your speed out on the straight after you're done with all this. You can put some stress on the other drivers. Maybe he goes wide, hit the wall, lose some momentum. Looks like Mike is a little bit careful here, which is good. See how he negotiates the mountain coming down. When you hit these turns coming down here, it's a real treat when you just feel that you're sitting right where you're supposed to be. There it goes, almost wide there, lost some time, did Milewski. Let's see, Peter David up on Britos. This is for position. Lost a little bit there. And behind Peter David is Bourne. We'll see, he's gonna pass Peter David here pretty quickly. Peter David is a smart driver. He knows that there is no need to mess anything up. Oh, you see how quick Chris is. Look at that. His exit must have been absolutely fantastic. Switching over to Colum, Richard Colum. Chasing Bekabak. Oh, Milewski is closer here too. Let's get this view here. Hutchison gets closer to Brunier, but that's not for position. Bourne is getting close to Britos. That is not for position, but it could always be interesting to see how they negotiate getting past someone on the mountain. And it's interesting, you see how quick Chris Bourne is compared to all the people that he's passing. It's just like they're standing still. See if he managed to pass Daniel here. Yeah, Daniel need to give some room to him. I mean, not in a legal sense, but it's better to do that than to have Chris Bourne breathe down your neck and force you to make a mistake. All right, look at this. There's been progress here. Trowbridge chasing Brunier. What can happen here, you think? It's gonna be a fun chase. Keeping an eye on things behind. Oh, Davis back with Britos again. A couple of things to go between. Now we're coming up the mountain. Trowbridge is really close now. In front of them they have Hutchison. Alex is part of this too. This little group. Oh, we have Milewski as well. Lot to cover. Peter David also getting close. Let's go back to Trowbridge here as they coming down the mountain. Oh, looks like Trowbridge got a little bit on the curve there. but he's still keeping on. That will be an upset if Trowbridge. Oh, there comes Alex on the inside. That was not for position, so that was unnecessary. He thought he had the opportunity, but that was not the case. That's unfortunate. So now Trowbridge have to start over again, but it looked like he had good tempo there with 5 minutes remaining. Oh, something happened here. Nilsson disappeared. No, Nilsson, yes. Nilsson often have some problems with his connectivity. Here comes Mileski. Oh, there goes Sikre into the wall. There's no contact, it was just he went wide there and went on the curb. So there we go, Mike Mileski. Now we flip over to Peter. See what happens there. Yeah, looked like Nilsson disappeared from the server. Yeah, that was certainly a good save. Yeah, let's look at that contact real quick here. Going to replay. No, that's not the replay I wanted. Is that too far back? Yes. Yeah, that was too far back. All right. Okay, so here we go. Mr. Sikre is back for more. And behind there we have Kavak. Little group of cars. Sikre, Kavak and Colomb. In there and see how this unfolds. Yeah, he managed that better than the previous run. Good to see. Peter Davis. His BMW working on Britos. Looks like Peter goes very tight around that corner. I think he gained a little bit on that. With the line on Britos being a little bit wider, looked like. Ah, he had a crash, okay. Nilsson reportedly had a crash. So a couple of minutes, we're gonna see some pit stops, see if that changes anything. Kavak is holding on to Sikre in front. All right, back to David. Now Trowbridge have lost completely momentum here after he so successfully followed Brunier down the mountain, and then Alex put his nose in there. That's unfortunate. Oh, here comes Peter David. Is he going to be able to do something? Side by side, he's not able to do it. Mr. Zion, welcome to the stream. Okay, Chris Bourne in the pits. And Brunier is still in the lead for silver, but behind him is Trowbridge. Trowbridge currently 3.7 seconds behind. Sikre goes in as well, so now we're gonna see pit stops for a little bit. 19 cars on track today, with Nilsson a DNF from a crash. So Chris Bourne have cleared his pit stop. This is the closest right now on track. Peter David. P4 in the silver. So Peter David's last race was a P2, as we see him coming into the pits. And the race before that, he won. He won the Snetterton, the silver group. So he's been doing good. He hasn't raced that many races, so overall he's not that far up. But the races he's been racing in the silver group, he's been doing great. Brunier, interesting situation coming up here on Hudson, which is not for position. Oh, there's a blue flag car there. Oh, that's Sikre, all the way in the back, but he has cleared his pit stop. Oh, that explains it. That explains. Oh, yes, that's a switch to Brian Banks. Brian is off the track, doing a little 360. Maybe it's time for him to go in and change his tires. Let's see if he's doing that. No, he's not. Oh, something happened here. Alex had a crash. That wasn't caused by anything more than himself. Oh, he has a floppy bonnet. Let's see if we can get this. Oh yeah, we caught just the tail of it. But he got a good shot there. Sorry to say. Yeah, he is badly damaged. There's Trowbridge running first right now, because Brunier went when in the silver. Brunier went into pit. Young and Ponoff and Nova is still out. Notice all the silver drivers there that have the same car. 5 McLarens. Sky's best lap time is 2:0.8. to 0.8 for Sky. And his last time was 2:01.9, so he's been driving a little bit slower. See if it's time for him to go in. It's we're just about clocking in halftime. And Bourne, who has now changed tires, he's also Shannon is out on track. Interesting. Shannon, who started from the pits. Oh yeah, best 2:11 for Murray. Oh, not too bad, Murray. Ponov into the pits right now. So these two guys in bronze have not been out into the pit stops. Here's Richard Colomb. Steve Young, Paulo Nova, they are now 12 laps on their tires. And there goes Maleski into, I think he went into the pits, did he? Yeah, it's a lot of pit stops right now. Steve has another tactic. Let's see when he's gonna go in. Is it time for him now? Like Maleski in the pits, Caballero in the pits. There's Brunier, has Hudson and Colomb in front. Colomb would be a blue flag situation, I believe. No, it's not, but he's much slower than the other guys. So he's about to go into the pits, I'm sure. Nova is now in the pits. Sky still not in the pits. So we drive it with Brunier here. This is not for position. All right, Bourne is passing Colomb, who goes into the pits. So I'd say that Chris Bourne, he has been harvesting some positions here. Still have a couple of pit stops. That has to happen. And Chris, he changed early on. And there's Brunier passing Hutchin without any incident. So this is going to be interesting. Chris Bourne here in P8 of the total. And he has a couple of guys in front of him. Now he's yeah, he's P8 in the total. but in the platinum he's 6. But there are pit stops that's going to happen. Steve Young and Britos. But I think they are too far ahead to allow Chris to be coming closer. We'll see how it shakes out here. Oh, there's a contact with the wall by Hudson, and that was a lucky break for Chris, because that could have caused him great trouble. All right, Steve Young now goes in. So now we just have 2 other people that have not changed tires. One of them is Britos. He's driving in the lead for silver right now, but he's going to change his tires, and we'll see where he comes out. I don't remember now how long time is a pit stop. I can probably see that. It's about a minute, if I read this right. So Brunier will surely, or Britos will surely be behind Brunier. See, no real battles here. We have Hudson getting closer to Bourne. Lap 14 right now, 19, counting down to 19 seconds remaining. Oh, Secret Frank disappeared. That's too bad. Now we only have 3 with the red placards. So I guess that's good for Mike. Here comes Bourne to Brunier. Seb. Let's see what's the speed delta here. Chris' best time is 2:19 and Brunier 2:20. So they're not that different in speed, these 2 guys. Yeah, where will Daniel come out? That's the question. Keep an eye on that. So he certainly will. He's come out behind Brunier at the moment. He's behind Trowbridge. He's going to be behind Peter David. So yeah, he's going to be way back. He's rolling now. Yeah, he's going to be ahead of Caballero. There he comes. So P4 in the silver right now, Britos. Trowbridge is in total, I'll say he's like 8-9 seconds behind Brunier. And as usual, we're going to try and see if we can get interview with some with the top drivers, top in each class. See if Bourne is able to pass Brunier. But then after that, he has 8 seconds up to Packham, so that's going to be heavy lifting. There's some time left though. Packham's last lap was a 2:19. Bourne's last lap was a 2:01.8. So he has time if he keeps the pace now. Although Chris's tires are a little bit older than most of these guys. He was the yeah, so Born has a little disadvantage on that side. Yeah, where's Paulo Alex? Did he repair his car? This is the question. Yeah, he did. So that cost him. Yeah, the mountain won that battle. All right, here's let's see how Chris Bourne passes Brunier. For some reason my replay button is not showing the graphic. If we can fix that real quick. Looking for something here. No. All right. No real battles right now. Onov sits 6 seconds behind Steve Young. However, yeah, and he's lapping. Yeah, he did. Steve Young last lap was his best time. 2:20. I'm sorry. Last. Okay. Yeah, mistake. Yeah, so Steve Young's 2:20 was his last, and Pornov 2:23. So he keeps the distance pretty good. Yeah, right comment there from Mr. Brian Murray. Chris is 50 points ahead of Steve. But there are some big deltas in the points in the top points. So, but anyway, I think we will see Chris Bourne. I wouldn't be surprised if he reaches Packham. I think that will happen. I think he'll see him here just in front. It was much nicer when you see somewhere. We can't see him yet. Anything can happen around the mountain, as we know. Nice tight turns there. On the throttle nice and early. Looked like Packham had a good run too. Oh, something happened with Hudson. Oh, not good. He had a crash. Or was there contact? Let's see a replay. There it looks nice and fresh. Oh, wow. That was a bad crash. And it said that was contact between 817. I don't think it was. I think 817. That's Joby Kavak. Yeah, I think he was just in the neighborhood there. It looked like it wasn't really... Oh, he did hit Joby Kavak. Oh. That was hard to see on the replay though. Mileski in the lead here for bronze. That will solidify his lead. So this championship with 24 races, where we are now 1/3 into it, it's really an endurance. If you race and other people are not racing, well, then you are at an advantage. So you just to stay at it. Trowbridge 11 seconds behind Brunier. I don't see that he's making any inroads. He's slower than Brunier right now. Bourne, very even in pace. Oh, there's someone sideways. That is the Lamborghini of Packham. That's Packham. You see, things can happen. Yeah. Yet another victim of the mountain. But Chris Bourne is now going to be in P4. Paulo Nava, 15 seconds down the road. Looking just at the timing here, they pretty even. There's going to be some traffic, pretty even between Nova and Chris Bourne right now on timing. We'll see if Chris can work himself up. So Hudson and Packham in the pits. Less than 10 minutes remaining now. Chris Bourne P4. Brunier, he sits in the top here for the silver group, and Mike Mileski sitting in the top for the bronze. I haven't looked much at Paulo, a little bit lonely race for him, 5 seconds up to Pornoff, lapping very similar Nova and Pornoff. And Pornoff is actually a little bit faster than Steve right now, 5 seconds. Now we have counting down to 8 minutes left, so you never know what happens. As tires start to get a little bit worn, maybe. See how Alex is negotiating this, passing Colomb. So they would, I think we saw a Chris Bourne behind. Yeah. Chris Bourne has a little bit traffic in front of him. Let's go interior on Steve Young as he comes up the mountain. His last was his best. No, it wasn't his best. His last was 2.011. So a couple of tenths faster than Pornoff every lap. Pornoff 5.7. Let's see how he's doing as he's coming down here. Swinging around these bends, has a little traffic in front of him. Always nice if you can avoid the traffic when you're on the mountain. That's Mike Mileski, I believe. Blue flag on him. Easy pass there for nice Mike Mileski. Stay on the side there. A great drive by Sky. It's Mustang. Both car 1 and 2 are Mustangs. Chris Bourne now 16 seconds behind. Behind Nova. That will not change anything. If Mike Maleski stays on track, he will take the bronze. Or the win for the bronze, rather. Yeah, no real battles here. Banks is all the way in the back. Hutchins, stop and go, 30 seconds. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That will hurt. Chris Bourne coming up, I think it's Alex in front of him. And we have Brunier, Trowbridge, and Peter David. And behind we have Britos. Behind Britos we have Caballero. So he would then sit as P5 in the silver. Torrance, haven't seen much of him. But he sits here solidly in P6 for the silver. And Mike Maleski is here. Just passed by Ponov. Here we have Alex. Far back from the Platinum group. Column, he has a new livery. I haven't seen that one before. Probably have, but not so close. It's let's see where can I see it there. Oh yeah, nice Vodafone. And Shannon, and we have Joe Bekavak, third car in the bronze. And there's the banged up car of, see if we can see it there. Or actually, yeah, it's a little bit banged up, but I think he's serving his penalty now. Oh, Brian Banks driving off track. Not going so well for him. But it is going well for this gentleman here. Good looking livery too. From Nikos, that makes the liveries. Or maybe Hudson had just thrown in the towel, I don't know. And remember that you don't get any points if you have not participated in more than, you have to participate in more than 2/3 of the laps, or you will not get points if you do not DNF. It's David Britos. Torrance getting a little bit closer here to Caballero. See if that can give us a fight, which it didn't. Wow, what happened there? The replay here. Oh, he just oversteered. Ouch. Yeah, too bad for Torrance. It looked like he had a little momentum there to reach Caballero, but that's all over now. As we have counting down to 2 minutes remaining of this race. Race number 8, or is it 9 actually? I think it was 9. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually race number 9. So now we're in the second third of the championship. And I think they're gonna be a little gaps here because we have so many races. Let's see when the next race is. We have Bathurst. So yeah, next race in 2 weeks. Next race in 2 weeks. And I thought we had one time where we have a little bit more between two races just for a little summer break, but just pay attention to the schedule. I think we're gonna see Steve do one more lap. Yeah, Ponov just a couple of tenths after Steve Young in the timing. See, it's probably going to be one more lap here. Let's see if everyone had their the fuel right. Yeah, one more lap. There's Ponov. Good race for Paolo, P3. See where Paolo sits. Yeah, Paolo sits in P6, 190 points. Paolo's best result so far has been a P3. So that's what he has 2 previous P3s. So he's gonna get another one here if he stays with it. Yeah, Brian. Next, we won't do that in the season so far because that gets really complicated. Yeah, I think well, let's do like this. Let's I mean, I'm just looking at his best. His best is 2020, so he's blowing away Platinum. But oh, was that Alex again? Bumped into the wall. Yeah, Chris Bourne. Yeah, okay. Back to Brunier. He's yeah, and not yeah. I'm not sure actually because if you look at the best times in, he's still half a second slower than the best times in Platinum. So we'll see. All right, Mike Maleski. Did something happen? Oh, something happened. Ouch. Something has happened with Mike. Something happened on the mountain, but he is over the line now. Steve Young is over the line. I'm missing this completely. I'm sorry about that. I was so entrenched in the calculations here. But Mike Maleski, Brunier, and Steve Young. There we have it. The 3 winners here for this ACC race. eSeniors for this championship. So I'm trying to navigate to the podium. Oops. Interview. All right. We can see a podium. Gonna get the podium going. Here we go. All right. downloading my graphic here and see if we can pull someone in to talk to. There we go. Right, let's see if we can see someone in to interview. Yeah, we have Sebastian here. Let's talk to him. Hey, Sebastian, I pulled you in here for an interview. Are you okay with that? Hello, Sebastian. Hello. Oh, I might have to do something here.
Hello.
Okay, hold on one sec. There we go.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Great. All right, another win. Fantastic.
Yes.
How?
That was difficult, as it always is in the mountains.
Yeah, did you have any big problems, or was it pretty smooth?
No. It's just It's just to avoid incidents, to also to avoid to interfere with the platinum battle. It was easy with Stewart at the race start. It was slightly more difficult to find a spot for the next platinum behind, because Terry was not far behind. But yeah, that was a great race.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
Terry, he almost caught you, and then Alex thought that he would take the opportunity to pass, and then Terry just lost the momentum. He couldn't come back, so that's too bad.
Well, I won't lie. It was easier for me then, but
yeah, I'm sure you were
it could have
relieved.
been a great battle with Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. So there was a couple of battles up and down there. But overall, it was a pretty clean race. Good start. I mean, I think you had a pretty good start, and
Yes.
no one interfered with you, so that's always good.
Exactly.
All right, I'm not seeing anyone else here to talk to, so I'll just congratulate you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you. What race is it in 2 weeks? I had that up here. Let's see, race. So we just did Bathurst. Alton Park. 2 weeks from now, that will be May 30. So we'll catch you then. Thank you.